I am Danush. My matrix number is 14DPR22F1802.
I'm Lakshmi Priya. My metric number is 14 DPR 22F 1060.
My name is Meerashini. My metric number is 14 DPR 22F1079.
My name is Sri Darshini. My metric number is 14 DPR 22F1030.
The first question is about to discuss where in the business cycle the scenario is likely to occur. They got three scenarios which involves Alex, Bhakti and Kyle. So would you give me which business cycle is suitable for the situation?
For the situation one is peak or boom is a suitable business cycle for the scenario. During this time of period, the economy is at full employment where all available resources are employed. So for the second scenario is trough. The recession ends when the real GDP stops falling and the minimum point is called a trough. So the third is recovery. Recovery is period of revival leading to an upturn of the economy.
Second question is about types of unemployment, which is well known that happening in Malaysia. So based on the question and the situation, would you mind identifying me the types of unemployment?
Yeah, there are four types of unemployment. First is frictional, structural, cyclical, and seasonal. So the suitable types of unemployment for this situation is seasonal unemployment. It refers to a situation where a number of persons are not to find jobs during some months of the year due to a seasonal variations. So for the example, agriculture. There is an increased demand for labor at the time of sowing, weeding and threshing. In between there is little or no demand for labor. So agriculture laborers finds himself unemployment during this period. So this is called seasonal unemployment.
Third question is, understanding these types of inflation is crucial for policymakers and economic agents to develop appropriate strategies to mitigate their effects and maintain price stability. So can you explain this statement by discussing the types of inflations that can occur?
Yeah, Ken. So before that, let me explain what is the mean by inflation. So inflation is the continuous increase the general price level of goods and services in the economy. So there are three types of inflation. The first is cost push inflation, and the demand pull inflation, and the last one is imported inflation. So cost push inflation is it can increase the general price level of cost of productions. And next is demand pull inflation. So actually it's a familiar form of inflation. So when the aggregated demand is more than aggregated supply. So the last one is imported inflation. So it's happened when the increase in the price of imports. For example, the imported inflation may be caused by the foreign price and then increase the depreciation of a country exchange rate. So yeah, that's all.
Question number 4. The given statement is about money supply. So based on the statement, interpret all types of money supply and support your statement with appropriate examples.
Okay, there are three types of money supply, which is narrow money, current money and broad money. Narrow money is the money that is directly used for transaction. It is made up of money in circulation and checkable deposits. Secondly, current money. The supply of money in current terms consists of narrow money and new money. New money is the items that are highly liquid financial assets such as saving accounts, fixed deposits and bank negara certificates. And lastly, broad money. Broad money consists of current money, saving deposits in bank institution and fixed deposit in other banking institution. For example, in Malaysia, current money averaged 750k million from 1970 until 2023, reaching an all-time high of 20k million in March of 2023 and record low of 400k million in December of 1970.
Question number 5. The only organizations that have the power to issue money in cash, namely notes and coins, are the central banks of each country or specific region. You are required to respond regarding the function of the Central Bank of Malaysia.
Okay, the central bank is the producer of nation currency. Central bank was appointed by the government as the sole producer of paper money and coins. Central bank cannot produce an excessive amount of money as this will result in inflation. It is also a financial advisor and banker to the government. It manages and government accounts and national debt. It controls and manages foreign exchange. And lastly, central bank is the banker to the commercial banks and other financial institutions. It influences the country's credit situation in line with economic expansion and national interest through the implementation of financial politics.
Money is a system of value that facilitates the exchange of goods in economy. So you are required to tell the demand and function of the money and support your answer with the appropriate current examples.
Okay, the first is demand for money. It refers to the desire of individuals, business, and governments to hold money for various purposes. The demand of money is influenced by factors such as transactional, precautionary, and speculative motives. So, for example, during periods of economic uncertainty or instability, individuals may increase their demand for money as a precautionary measure to have a cash buffer for emergency or unforeseen events. And then they got three functions of money. The first one is medium of exchange. It acts as widely accepted medium of exchange that enables the efficient exchange of goods and service. For example, when we purchase groceries at a supermarket using cash, debit card, or any other form of payment. So the second is store of value. Money serves as a store of value, allowing individuals and business to hold and save wealth for future use. For example, if someone earning money on their paycheck and then depositing in the bank later on, they can then withdraw this money knowing it retained its value over time and spend it on goods and service. The last one is standard of deferred payment. Money allows for the settlement of debts and obligations over time. So for example, when you take out a loan for a house or car, the repayment is based on a specific amount of money. Money serves as a standard of deferred payment in this scenario.